Good morning. Courtney's walking around like a zombie this morning. So there's our tent set up right there, but it was so hot last night I couldn't do it. I had to set the hammock up.
It wasn't hot.
It was hot.
I slept like a baby.
Yeah, well, she's used to sleeping in 9,000 degree heat and is okay with it. I need a fan, at least minimum airflow. It can be hot, but as long as I got airflow, we're good. So we just saw bighorn sheep. I was just sitting here on the phone while Courtney was she was going to the shower house, and I'm just like on the phone and I'm just seeing like a little sheep start making its way down the mountain. And I quickly texted Courtney and let her know, because she's been wanting to see one so far the entire time. That's all she wanted to do. So I let her know, and before she got the shower started with the tokens, we ran all the way out there, and their watering hole is like way over there. So we made it over there and got to see, and I'll put some pictures on the screen, but man, it was amazing. It was so cool seeing them, and they were like so majestic looking. All right, we're making our way to the Fish Creek Road. So the red road right here, we're at the end of this black road right there in the middle of the screen, and we got to drive all the way down this red road, which is sand and craziness. And this is what it looks like right there. We just got to the end of the blacktop and about to go off-road, so we're hoping we don't get stuck. We got the four-wheel drive fixed, so we're in four-wheel drive. It's early in the morning. It's 11, well, early for us. So now we got to try to make it down this road, and we'll see what happens. We're about to be driving through a slot canyon with our vehicle. We've made it through most of this little slot canyon drive, but unless you have a Jeep or some other kind of bigger like off-road vehicle, this is what most of the trail looks like from here on out. And yeah, I'm not taking my truck through that.
We have bikes in the back.
Yeah, we have bikes in the back, but you're not even allowed to drive bikes around here. So I think we're not too far from the wind cave, so we're just gonna hike to it from there and leave the truck parked back there. So it cleans back out once you get around that little bad section. Courtney found a little nook, a little cave.
But I don't know where the wind caves are.
I might put the drone in the sky, see if I can find them with the drone first. We're looking for the wind cave. Out here four-wheel driving, and Courtney's four-wheel driving herself.
There's our big boy. Our big boy. Woo.
Courtney and I are out here still driving around in this freaking slot, and the signs really aren't too clear. We're trying to find the wind cave, but Courtney found this sign, and this is Elephant Knee apparently.
It's kind of right out in the open.
Well, it's just right out in the open, and it's been shot.
So this is the elephant knees here. That's what it's supposed to look like. See, it says there's something cliffs dubbed elephant knees. We were told about this at the visitor center.
So apparently this looks like elephant knees. I mean, do you see it? I don't know. Do you see it?
It's supposed to be cool.
I mean, it looks cool, I guess. It looks a cool looking mountain.
Yeah.
But I think I see the wind caves right there.
Where?
On top of the mountain. Do you see them? All those holes? That's definitely them.
You think way up there?
Yeah, that's them.
Nuh-uh.
Yep. Okay. I guarantee I'm right. I just happen to be looking up there and I see them. So if I had to guess, we have to hike through there and up there. So that's what we'll be doing next after I get a few photos of the elephant knee. Oh, I'm about to die. I just walked up that thinking it was the pathway. It is not the pathway. I think you're supposed to go up right there. But you can see the wind caves right there. Oh, now I have to make my way across this to over there, and this is all so slippery. And we are in the middle of nowhere. Literally nowhere. And Courtney's going back down. She's going around this and then gonna make her way up right there.
Oh, I made it all the way across that steep part over there. That was actually insane. Like, so loose gravel. I about fell. Courtney's finally making it up. Someone died here. They lost their inhaler. And yeah, hopefully it still has some in it. I might need it. Oh, I'm about to die. But yeah, there they are. This thing better be freaking cool for this crap. Some holes in the dirt. Better be worth it. I'm more wore out doing this hike than I did any at the Grand Canyon. What in the heck is going on?
Highest peak in Texas.
Yeah, we climbed the highest peak in Texas, the Guadalupe Peak, and I'm freaking winded right now.
We need to go in the shade of the cave.
Literally like 105-degree heat. Dry heat too.
Hey.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, they definitely should guess that.
I don't know why we torture ourselves like this on a daily basis.
Because it's gonna be cool.
But I will say, they really should add a sign.
Yeah.
Because it is not very easy to figure out where we're at right now. Courtney found the biggest one. Holy crap, we gotta hike that farther? Yeah. Oh. Oh, there's a pathway right there.
Where?
See it?
The one that we should have took to begin with?
Looks like there's one right here too though. Whew.
Got that.
I am not exaggerating when I say this is probably one of the hardest hikes I've done ever.
They say go in the morning or in the evening.
Yeah, they say go in the morning and the evening, and here we are at noon. Whew. We made it. Holy. So we made it to the very tip top. We think. That might be the very tip top right there.
We're going over there.
We'll go over there in a minute.
I'll get another picture of elephant knees.
Regardless,
Look.
we made it to the top of all these. Courtney found some cool rocks that she's gonna essentially throw in my backpack. And yeah, so these little Courtney.
I don't want them.
These little wind caves are awesome. So apparently they're just formed from years of blowing sand, essentially like sandpaper, and just carving out the rocks. So they're really neat to look at for sure. And if you're in the area, and semi-healthy, I would definitely recommend checking it out.
Don't lose your inhaler.
Don't lose your inhaler. I'm about to have to go get a prescription for an inhaler.
You have one.
I have one from COVID. It's at home somewhere. Need to go get it. I'm not muting this part. We're down here exploring these caves, and I don't know, something might live up in here. I don't know. What is... Look how incredible that is. That is so cool.
Yes.
And it feels so good in here too. Oh, the breeze is just blowing through this little cave. It feels so good. What are you doing, Courtney? You're gonna hurt yourself, and we're in the middle of nowhere. So this area is definitely what this place is like most known for. So you gotta make your way. It's kind of just hidden up in here, but
Just check them
has, yeah, you gotta just check them all out. But it has like the archway, and as you can see, like right here, like this photos. A lot of people come here to get this photo right here. So really neat. And then obviously it looks out to the whole landscape. So just a little cool gym out in the middle of nowhere. So definitely worth the hike, I think. Like I said, it's not for the faint of heart. Even I almost died, and that's no joke. So yeah, it's really cool though. I mean, just the terrain out here is just incredible. Looks like you're on another planet or something.
It's not very far. It's just a very steep hill.
Yeah, it's not a very far hike from driving to the slot to your truck, but very steep and insane, especially the path that I took. Oof.
Yeah, if you have no trouble walking up steep inclines and you don't have asthma or COPD, you should be good.
Yeah. So we're gonna head back towards the truck, and then we're gonna head back towards town and see what we can get into. So we were following a path down, and
A new path.
it's getting, yeah, a new path, and it's getting sketchier and sketchier as we go. It's getting steeper and steeper downfalls. So we are trying to make our way out of this freaking canyon alive, not dying from heat exhaustion, or freaking falling to our deaths. And that originally is where I went up. That was insane. That, and then I went all the way across like that really steep part up there. Whew. So at least I know from here on out it's not too bad, but the going up was absolutely nuts. So Courtney and I are really bad at making impulse purchases, and so these little things are also, well, we're not really bad, but I mean, if we want something, we just kind of buy it
Occasionally.
but yeah, so they have like all of these statues everywhere, and I mean, these are all really cool and stuff, but we're really interested in the 11-foot dinosaur. We're trying to determine what to buy. I mean, look at that, and then look at that. I mean, what would you pick? I mean, this is I mean, but we could probably get this one for about $1,000, and that one he's asking $3,400 for, but I think we could get it for $3,000. I don't know. This is just tough decisions, first world problems. What dinosaur do we want in our front yard?
Well, it's also a factor of what do we want to spend.
Yeah.
This is $3,000, this is $1,000, and this is still cool. We'll still have kids coming in our yard to get pictures. It'll still be awesome.
Such a hard decision. Or we could just get a tortoise.
Yeah.
Or we could get a little burrow.
Let's go look.
All right, we're gonna go look through them. We came out here to finish up the last few statues that we haven't really seen, and I'm not gonna show you all of them, but there's just a few odd and end dinosaurs out here in this field, and there's a few across the road too, but they're just like elephants and stuff like that. They're okay, but you know, they don't compare to this. Look at the size of this. This thing is so big. I come only to the knee. Literally, standing, 5'8", not that tall, but still. That just gives you an example of how tall this thing is, that I come to right here. So there's that one, and then this big old guy. And it looks like they're fighting each other. And they are absolutely incredible. So I think Courtney and I are gonna come back out here tonight, and hopefully the moon is gonna cooperate. And last night we were able to see the Milky Way with our bare eyes, which I've never had that experience before, so that was incredible. So we're gonna come back out here tonight. We gotta go back into town, which is just right over there. We're gonna go get some fuel in the truck, and yeah, we're gonna come back. So I'm gonna set up the GoPro. I'm gonna try the star trail mode. I've never done it before, but I feel like that would be really cool to have that in the foreground with the star trail thing doing its thing in the background. Never done it before. I don't even know what it'll look like, but if it's in the video, that means it looks okay. Semi-cool, I guess. So yeah, this place is absolutely amazing. Tonight is our last night camping. I think we're gonna have a campfire tonight. I don't know if I record it because obviously the video quality is not gonna be very good doing that. But yeah, Anza-Borrego. If you're in the area, there's actually quite a bit to do around here. That hike we did earlier about killed me. It was insane, but the view was pretty worth it for the area. It's definitely a really cool view. And this morning we had the big horned sheep come down to our campsite, which was really neat. So I didn't get that on video because it was kind of like a spur of the moment. I was rushing, trying to make sure Courtney saw it. So, but I'll post some photos, I'm sure. Or you can follow us on Facebook at Crazy Ventures, and you'll see them on there. But yeah, so we really appreciate you guys following us on these adventures, and we'd appreciate it, you know, if you hit that subscribe button and follow us. The next morning, I got some really good photos last night of the dinosaurs. But today it's time to go home. We gotta pack up camp. We gotta be out of here by noon, but it's only like 10 o'clock right now, or something like that, 9 o'clock. Courtney and I have been sitting next to the watering hole for the rams for about the last 30 minutes, and one finally came down from the mountain. I don't know if you can see him right there. It's a baby ram. close. Courtney and I are about to make a bad financial decision, and we just wanted to bring you guys along for the ride. We're about to be throwing all this. We're gonna be buying a dinosaur and an elephant. The dinosaur for the wow factor, and the elephant because where we live in Alabama Crimson Tide football team, obviously elephants is our mascot, so it makes sense to have the elephant. So the dinosaur we're buying is this one right here on the right. Right there.
The little one.
The littler one, not the big.
We are gonna get the big one eventually.
We're eventually gonna get, or try to get, the 11-foot T-Rex because we love it, but we don't really have a way of hauling it home. It would be taller than the bridges in the area, so.
Okay, we did it.
We bought an elephant.
Look, Dylan, where your head is.
We bought an elephant.
We still have to get the dinosaur.
Some people impulse adopt a cat or a dog. Some people might impulse buy, I don't know, a flat screen TV. But my wife and I impulse bought an 8-foot dinosaur. Yeah, we're still thinking of a name for it, but we're gonna put it in our yard, and we plan on decorating it for every season. So be sure to follow our page, help us come up with a name in the comments. We just made the 2-hour trip back to the camper. We are in a RV resort right now with a dinosaur and an elephant, which is right here. So we have our camper right there, and we're not gonna be going back to our actual home for 3 more weeks. So we're just going to have a giant elephant and a giant dinosaur sitting right outside of our camper at this RV resort. So the people at the front desk were going crazy when they saw this. And then it looks like it's eating our camper. And then all the kids and everybody driving down the highway had their phones out taking photos of us. So it's already getting the attention it deserves.